Good afternoon, my name is Jamilat Moran. The college that I attend is Chattahoochee Technical College. The course that I'm taking is 1105, and this is for health, safety, and nutrition. And the topic that I'll be talking about is how we must follow steps to prevent following illnesses, and I'll be listing 3. And in today's video, I'll be using 2 references, one being a textbook called Health, Safety, and Nutrition for the Young Child by Marotz, and a video called 7 Things to Remember When Serving Food, and this is by Child Care Aware ND. So for my first point, we want to ensure that we're prioritizing our health and our hygiene. So if you are serving the food and you have a cold, you have a sinus infection or sore throat, anything of the sort, you want to ensure that you are not passing out the food and instead having someone who is not sick to do it instead. Because if you do have any of these illnesses, or not just these ones I've listed, but illnesses, period, you're very likely to pass them on onto the children or anyone else that you're serving. In 7 Things to Remember When Serving Food, they did one of the things that they touched on was 1, washing hands, and also ensuring that the children who you were serving remain seated. So for washing hands, you want to ensure that you wash them before you handle food, after you cough, sneeze, and after you use the restroom. There are many, you always want to wash your hands after touching anything, but these are just some of the ones that were listed in the textbook in Health, Safety, and Nutrition. And for the second point is you want to ensure that the food that you are serving remains separated. So if you are going to cut raw meat, you're cutting it up, you're putting it aside, using the same knife. If you use the same knife that you use for the meat and you're cutting a vegetable that you're going to serve raw, you're contaminating, you're passing on this bacteria onto someone else who's going to eat it. So the thing about raw meat, such and raw chicken, seafood juices, anything of the sort, it does have a bacteria that will not die unless you cook it to the recommended temperature. So if you're serving this raw, if this vegetable that has been contaminated, they're likely to get some kind of stomach bug, and you don't want that for whoever you're serving. And for my third point, you want to ensure that you're properly storing away the foods. So if you have a food that is perishable, you want to ensure that you store it away into the proper temperature immediately. And anything that is stored away, you also want to ensure that it is consumed within days. Because if you wait too long, it will spoil, and it is not edible at that point. In the textbook in Health, Safety, and Nutrition, they did discuss the recommended temperature for your refrigerator, which it should be below 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and then for the freezer, it should be below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So these are all very useful things to know. I don't check my fridge or my freezer often, so it's good to know and have this at the back of my mind the next time I go to grab something, just ensuring that it is at the proper temperature. I hope that this has been very helpful on how to prioritize your health and your hygiene when serving food, ensuring that you're separating the food properly, and also ensuring that you're properly storing it away at the correct temperature. To hopefully just cut down on contaminating any food that you're serving in your facilities, at home even. It's good to know. And thank you for listening, and have a good day.